Hello, I'm audible.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, maybe
Hello.
you are not in. Okay,
Yes,
okay,
sir.
now fine. Okay, so Someshwar, so today, today's session, I will explain you some important tips for the fresher. Okay, so when you go for the interview for any company, so that time which type of the preparation required. Okay, so when you facing the interview as a fresher. Okay, so it will be very important to that key you first you need to prepare for the interview. Okay, so
Okay.
after that I will explain you the because of you are going for the SQL developer profile. So what type of question we need to prepare and how we can answer that question. Okay, so maybe sometime as a fresher we done some mistake. So for the avoiding the mistake, first of all we need to prepare for the interview, and after that we go for the interview. So I'm sharing my screen. So my screen visible.
Yes.
Yeah, okay, fine, thanks. So basically this is the important question. Okay, so for the fresher, so some I have already done one video on that. So I have already shared you the
Okay.
link for that video, so you can refer that link and you can prepare accordingly that things. Okay, so
Okay.
do you have any question before we are moving forward?
No, sir.
Okay, okay, fine. So before the going interview we need to preparation. So for that I give the some five tips. So tip number one, research about the company. Okay, so research about the company, that means we need to take the means basically we need to check whether the company where we are going for the interview, that company in a which domain, like it is in a service domain, or it is providing some which type of the production, means like which type of services company providing, like company in the IT sector in which type of means in a service, means in a, we need to check the company detail, like company's environment, then company the overall growth. Okay, so maybe in the interview interviewer ask you some question about the company. Okay, so basically this detail I will share you once your resume will shortlisted, then I will provide the company detail. So basically when you get any invitation for the interview, so that time along with that there is a the company detail, like company website or company's social media account, so you can go there and check the detail for that company. Okay, then second tip, basically align your skill with the job description. Okay, so I will suggest you second tip is align your skill. Basically in your resume you mention the your skill. So basically you need to align your skill, means basically when you receive the mail for the interview, job interview, that time along with that there is a job description. So basically job description is a detail about your the opportunity, means that position. So for example for example the opportunity for the SQL developer, then the company provides the description like that, the basic understanding of the SQL, then also candidate having the knowledge on the DBA part, like database administration part. So then good communication like that, or also they give the description like the your job nature, like means how you can perform your duties, like your responsibility for that job. Okay, then your skill required for that. So you can match this job description and match your the skill. Okay, so if you have some skill mismatch, then you can at least you can learn those skill. Okay, get the idea for that skill. Okay, so this is the second tip. Okay, for the fresher. Then third tip will be dress professionally. So basically, this is the important to that when you go for the interview for any company. Okay, so before that we need to check the dress code policy for that company. Okay, some company following the formal dress code policy, maybe means many companies following the same. So you wear the dress code professionally. Okay, so you can plan accordingly to that. So because of it is impacting on your the interview, right? So tip number 3 is this one. So next tip number 4 is the good body language. So basically what happened means now we are communicating to each other. So that time when I interact with you, then I will easily get to know the candidate the expression, like for example your eye contact, then your body language when you walking, that time I check your confidence. Okay, so basically body language is important because of the it is a second way of communication. Okay, so you when you the walk into the interviewer room and it will be important that you are in your face the confidence will be is there. Okay, when you shake hand, that time also your confidence also is very important. And second thing, that make sure that you have the proper eye contact with interview during the interview. Okay, so this is a tip number 4. Then tip number 5 is a good resume format. So basically I recommended that one is that last important thing is that your resume, because of before interview your resume resume is the first way of contact for the candidate. Okay, so if your resume is a good format, okay, so you can mention your name, means basically the detail like your first of all your name, then you can explain about your the last examination or any graduation, then after that you have done any certification, that things also you can mention in your resume. It is a means resume is a entry point for you in that company. Okay, so based on the your if your resume shortlisted, then you will call for the interview. Okay, so it is important that you can uh, use a good resume format also. Okay, for the fresher many resume format available over the internet, you can take and you can mention your the skill and whatever the point you have, you can mention on that one. सो बेसिकली दिस इज अ 5 इम्पॉर्टंट टिप. ओके, तर हे 5 इम्पॉर्टंट टिप्स कशासाठी आहे की जेव्हा तू इंटरव्ह्यूसाठी जाणार तर त्या अगोदर तुला हे प्रिपेअर करावं लागेल की जेव्हा तू एखाद्या कंपनीमध्ये जातो तर त्यावेळेला त्या कंपनीची माहिती तुला पहिली घेतली पाहिजे. ठीक आहे, तर कंपनीच्या माहितीमध्ये जसं की कंपनीचं वेबसाईटवरती जाऊन तू व्हिजिट करू शकतो. कंपनी कुठले प्रोडक्ट बनवते, कुठल्या सर्व्हिस प्रोव्हाइड करते कस्टमरला, तर त्या तुला माहिती पाहिजे. कदाचित तुला इंटरव्ह्यूमध्ये हा क्वेश्चन विचारला जाऊ शकतो की टेल मी अबाउट द कंपनी, तो त्यावेळेला तुला आन्सर देता आला पाहिजे. ठीक आहे, त्यानंतर सेकंड अलाइन स्किल, तुझ्याकडे जे स्किल आहेत आणि जे कंपनीला रिक्वायर्ड स्किल आहेत ते मॅच होतात की नाही ते पहिलं आपण चेक केलं पाहिजे. बरोबर, तर आणि जे स्किल तुझ्याकडे नसतील आणि जे जॉब डिस्क्रिप्शनमध्ये आहे ते तुला लर्न केले पाहिजे. बरोबर, तर ही दुसरी टिप आहे. तिसरी टिप ही आहे की ड्रेस प्रोफेशनली, म्हणजे जे काय तुम्ही ड्रेस वेअर करताय तर तो प्रोफेशनली असला पाहिजे. असं नसलं पाहिजे की टी शर्ट ट्राउझर वगैरे किंवा जीन्स घालून तुम्ही इंटरव्ह्यूसाठी जाता. तर तुमचा ड्रेस हा प्रोफेशनली पाहिजे, फॉर्मल पाहिजे. आणि बेसिकली कंपनीचे पॉलिसीज असतात, ड्रेस कोड पॉलिसी, त्याप्रमाणे तुम्ही फॉलो करा. फोर्थ टिप ही की बॉडी लँग्वेज. तर बॉडी लँग्वेज ऑल्सो इज अ वन काइंड ऑफ कम्युनिकेशन. म्हणजे तुम्ही बोलता त्याच्यातून कम्युनिकेशन होतं, पण तुमच्या बॉडी लँग्वेजमधून पण कम्युनिकेशन होतं. तुमचा कॉन्फिडन्स, तुमची बॉडी लँग्वेज, जेव्हा कॉन्फिडन्स किंवा तुम्हाला क्वेश्चन विचारल्यानंतर तुमच्या चेहऱ्यावरचे हावभाव हे तुमचा कॉन्फिडन्स किंवा तुम्हाला किती नॉलेज आहे तर ते एक्सप्लेन करतात. 5वी टिप ही की रिझ्यूम फॉर्मॅट. तर तुमचा रिझ्यूम हा पहिला कंपनीकडे जातो आणि त्यानंतर तुमचा रिझ्यूम शॉर्टलिस्ट होतो आणि त्यानंतर तुम्हाला कॉल येतो. ठीक आहे, तर ह्या प्रोसेसमध्ये तुमचा रिझ्यूम हा पहिला कॉन्टॅक्ट असतो. तर तुमचा रिझ्यूम जर शॉर्टलिस्ट झाला व्यवस्थित तर तुम्हाला कॉल येऊ शकतो. तर त्यासाठी गुड रिझ्यूम फॉर्मॅट तुम्ही घेतला पाहिजे. ठीक आहे, तर हे 5 टिप आहे इम्पॉर्टंट फॉर द फ्रेशर. सो तुला काय डाऊट असेल तर तू विचारू शकतो.
No, sir.
हॅलो.
No, sir.
You follow this 5 point before going for the interview.
Yes.
Then next,
Yes.
the very important that most frequently asked question in a interview. As a fresher, you are go for the any interview. So that time interviewer maybe ask you this question. So out of that, this 5 question basically interviewer ask you, and based on this 5 question, interview means basically understand that ki candidate communication, their English communication, your confidence, and also interviewer know about you. Basically, your background, your education, your strength, weakness. That will be useful for the company or not. Based on this question, interviewer want to know ki candidate will be suitable for this position or not. Okay. So question number 1, tell me about yourself. So most probably 80 to 90% question is the first question. This one the first question for the candidate. Okay. So tell me about yourself. So basically this question ask you for the means your education. So this question important, and how you can answer this question. Basically, first of all, you say that ki, thank you sir for giving me this opportunity to introduce myself. So my name is XYZ. After that you can tell your the native place. Then after that you can tell your education. Okay. And if suppose you are the working professional, then you can explain your current company and your role. Okay. If you are fresher, then you can mention your graduation and graduation year. Okay. And after that you can explain the your skill. Okay. Basically, if suppose you are going for the SQL interview, then if you have done any certification, then you can tell to the interviewer, I done this certification. And after that you can tell the your strength point, weakness point, your short term goal, long term goal. And after the end of the session, you can again you can like you can end the session like that. Thank you sir for again, thank you again for giving me this opportunity. So like that you are ending your session. Okay. So this is the question number 1. Then question number 2, what is your strength and weaknesses? Okay. So basically you can tell to interviewer for this question, you can at least tell 2 to 3 strength point and 1 or 2 weakness point. Okay. So strength, basically what you have the strength, only those point you can mention. Okay. uh, uh, Tell whatever you have, and whatever you have the weaknesses. Okay. So then third question is where do you see yourself in the next 5 years? Okay. So basically this question asks you for the interviewer get to know ki how the candidate will be suitable for this position, and if we hire this candidate for this position, then how the candidate will be give the performance for the company growth. Okay. And is there any candidate planning for the future growth or not? Okay. So this question basically asks for that. So you can the answer this question like that ki yes sir, basically my see in my position in a higher senior manager level. Okay. So you can tell about that. Okay. So basically you plan for the career growth or not, basically you can interviewer want to know that. Then question number 4, why should we hire you? So this is again very important question. So why should we hire you? So basically this question asks you for that ki why we need to hire this candidate. So whatever your strength point, whatever your skill, it will be how useful for the company, you can tell about that. Okay. Then the question number 5 is the do you have any question? Okay. End of the interviewer maybe ask you, do you have any question? So it is a very good opportunity for you. You can ask the question related to in future growth, like future technology in company. If suppose I selected, then which type of tools and technology for the learning there, you can ask for the interview. And if you ask, then this is a two-way communication, and it will be impacting to the interviewer that key candidate also wanted to know about, or interviewer know that candidate also curious about their future journey, like that. So but in this question you don't ask, like you can not ask for the sir can you give me the interview feedback, or you don't ask for the rating for the today's interview, like that, because of this is the bad impression, right? So you don't ask unrelated question. Okay, so this is basically the five question. And हे क्वेश्चन बेसिकली प्रत्येक इंटरव्ह्यूअर मध्ये इंटरव्ह्यूअर विचारतोच. ओके, तर हे पाच क्वेश्चन इम्पॉर्टंट क्वेश्चन हे प्रिपेअर करावंच लागणार आहे. आणि जेव्हा पण म्हणजे द ट्रेनिंग सेशनमध्ये हे पाच क्वेश्चन मी प्रिपरेशन करून घेतो कॅन्डिडेट करून, आणि हे 5 टिप्स मी कॅन्डिडेट टिप्स अँड दिस 5 क्वेश्चन, देन युअर सिलेक्शन चान्सेस विल बी 80 to 90% इन दॅट इंटरव्ह्यू as a fresher. Okay, so this is a part 1. I categorize as a you are give the 50%, okay, in any interview. So if you have any question you can ask me. Yeah, so Mr. Do you have any question? Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, do you have any question?
Hello. Yes, sir. May I audible?
Yes, yeah.
Hello.
Yeah, so Mr.
May I audible, sir?
Yes, yeah.
Sir, actually, you have mentioned that you require time for that question is 238 minutes. Sir, what was the reason behind it?
Sorry, can you come again?
Sir, you have mentioned the time for that question.
Okay, question type.
That is 230.
Okay.
No, time, sir.
Acha, time. Okay. Sorry, I forgot that thing. My screen visible, right? My screen visible, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Hello.
Okay. So basically, actually,
Yes,
I forgot.
yes.
Yeah, I forgot to tell you one thing. So basically, tell me about yourself. So basically, when you interviewer ask you this question, you don't take the more time for this question. Okay, means you just tell about the 10 line for this, means you can at least 1 minute or 1 point means 2 minutes, at least you can take the 2 minutes for this question for the answer. Okay, so basically if suppose there is a 30 to 40 minute interview slot, if you spend the more time on this the question, then it will be maybe impacting your interview. So whatever the question we have, so we have to give the some time. Okay, basically tell me about yourself. You can tell only the 1 minute or maximum 2 minutes. Okay, then your strength and weaknesses, you can approximately 1 minute for this answer. Because of interviewer want to know more about your technical part also. So in your tell me about yourself, you just basically means candidate what did the mistake, candidate also tell about the academic, then their means family background, then also tell about the project, like that. But this is a question not for that. Okay, so if interviewer want to know your family background, then interviewer ask you for your about your family background, your project. Okay, so this is a formal introduction. Okay, so this is a time for the across the all the question.
Okay. We don't require any sub project for mention in telling about yourself.
Yeah, you don't mention, instead of the project you can mention that your skill, like for example if you done the project in a Java, so or first of all the job interview means this interviewer for the SQL, then whatever you done in your project, whatever the SQL part, you can tell to interview your tell me about yourself part. So for example, if you going for the SQL, then I'm strong in a SQL, and I would like to career in my SQL part. I also done some certification in a SQL. If you done the certification, then tell, means most of your skill means that anything apart from that.
No, no.
Okay, so this is important tips. Okay,